This is Vinyl Voices Radio. ESPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Didman.
Jesse Sandehan.
Okay, everybody. This is Vinyl Voices Radio. This is the Palmer Squares.
Yes, sir. In the flesh.
I was kind of hoping you guys brought some merch until we started talking about your merch, and I'm, kind of glad you didn't.
Oh, I brought some merch. You know what I'm saying?
Seems easily remedied.
I'm always holding.
We got one of those 25-ounce, 25-pound bins full of pubes.
Just keep it in the back.
We got a stash.
Well, I guess let's just jump into the song.
Let's jump into the song.
Start there.
Yeah, because we kind of got reprimanded a little bit earlier for not getting to the song.
No, we've been known to dawdle.
Yeah, same
Dilly
here.
dally years.
Yeah,
We love rambling on about nothing.
Mostly
Is it-
ourselves.
here.
The bad part is that I love listening to people ramble.
Right.
And so I'm just like,
Match made in
keep
heaven.
talking.
Yeah.
This-
Well, I mean, we can do this like, that's the easy part. Like just but the man says, "Hey, what about the song?" So I think we should just
No video for this one, but one more.
okay.
There is a movie, actually.
We'll talk about that
We'll talk about it after the song, but it was written to accompany a friend of ours' feature film debut,
Okay.
independent film debut. So
Oh, that'll be interesting to see how that influenced.
right,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. All right. So the song's "Bad Animals." Let's check it out.
And you just looking for a piece of mind. And you don't know who you should be sometime. And you don't know no one a reason why. Bad animals. And you just looking for a piece of mind. And you don't know who you should be sometimes. You don't know no one a reason why. Bad animals. Smile at my peers while I cry in my spare time. I don't wipe tears from my eyes, let them air dry. It would have been all your fault when it should have been all my fault. We live in an all-glass house when I could have installed drywall. Bad animals. Bad animals. Bad animals. Bad animals.
Yo, walking alone around the watering hole, pole vaulting, y'all been setting bars awfully low. Assault your whole squad, won't soften a blow. It's the salient assailant, running off with the show. Audible flow, ducks all in a row. Let them know, a lost soul, been bought, been sold. Wrote a song from my own self, and I ain't been the same since. Yesterday's frog, today's prince. King of the jungle, eager to eat varmint. Carnivorous, fixing to visit the meat market. Teeth sharp as a shark in the deep Arctic. Natural selection, destined to read Darwin. Swarm the scene, I'm the Scorpion King. Born to make supporters in the auditorium scream. P squares on your portable screen. Hold the phone, I'm no longer the lowest tableau on the totem pole. Top of the food chain, bottoms up, I hop in the booth hollering hallelujah, what's up? That's how we do it, pursuing the power, truth, and the love. Producing the sound of music, it's not a movie, it's us. If you'll excuse me, I got a roof to combust. Dancing around the ring, you need to move and adjust. Better hurry, cause the jury is executing the judge. Yeah, that's what justice once was.
And you just looking for a piece of mind. And you don't know who you should be sometime. And you don't know no one a reason why. Bad animals. Smile at my peers while I cry in my spare time. I don't wipe tears from my eyes, let them air dry. It would have been all your fault when it should have been all my fault. We live in an all
had to change it up a little bit for that one.
Bad Animals.
So yeah,
In
like
my fucking R&B bag.
Yeah. Deep in his bag.
like he was
Like a
saying,
grandma with the peppermint.
that was sort of like a pitch from a buddy of ours. His name's Remzi, and he also produced some of our previous music videos. They have a song called Holler, and he did the video for that. And yeah, he was working on his own first like indie feature, and it was called Bad Animal. And he wanted Chicago artists to help with the songwriting for like original pieces for the film.
Yeah, the story is about a musician, and the main character in the film does his own rendition of that song. So I was writing it for the main character to do in the movie as well. So that kind of came in, and doesn't sound like most of our music. So that was kind of the point. Was it's not supposed to be for us.
Right.
But interestingly enough, it has become. I mean, we put it on our album. The film is Bad Animal. He just asked that we change the name enough. Like,
No, I think it was
ours
different.
is
I
called
think
Bad Animals.
we had already made Bad Animals, and I don't know. He couldn't call his plural because of some other. I don't know. Just like it took us 3 times to get our name right or something.
Right.
But either way, we ended up enjoying what we came up with so much. We weren't planning on adding that to our album or whatever, but we talked to him about it. We're like, we actually like our version a lot, and
Right.
is it cool if we put this one on our project and you can have like the rights to this version of it? And it was easy peasy, and it was cool that stepping outside of our normal sound
Yeah.
kind of gave us this hidden gem or something that, I don't know. We weren't planning to make that song and release it or put it on our album or anything, and then it got made, and we were like, I think we did good.
Yeah.
I think we killed it.
Yeah, I think
we
it
should probably
does-
put this on our project too.
We perform it a lot, and I think it does very well.
It's a
People-
great like midpoint, or like we do a lot of this like upbeat, in your face, lyrical gymnastics type of stuff.
Pubes,
A lot of
skull
pubes.
fuck.
Yeah.
So this is a great like.
In your face.
I don't even think there's like a bad word in it.
That just gives
You don't
everybody
even
a
have to
break
mark
for a
it.
minute, to kind of just like
Yeah.
settle down.
Right.
And I love pairing it with a song. Like we have a song called Mumble Rapper. Just something one acknowledge would be a good one. Like one that is
Two
this crazy lyrical.
Ends of the spectrum that we reach.
I love playing that, and then like getting just the 2 ends of the sound spectrum. That's great to like break up our normal sound on a live show. And again, trying to reach people that maybe don't know us. If some guy's wife that got dragged there and
Yes.
was there for the headliner,
That
we're
happens.
opening. We have
Quite a
some
bit.
songs actually for them where it's like, oh, that was actually very melodic and pleasant.
Yeah.
But yeah, we loved that. That just sort of was a happy accident that we made that song.
For the kids in the audience.
Yeah, we got one. It's crazy. Like when you have to upload an album, you're supposed to mark like explicit if you have bad language in it.
Oh,
And
right.
There's a few songs where I don't have to select that. That's one of them. There's not many out there.
Do you want to go back and change that though? It's like,
no, I'm good.
man, you didn't write what anything can't be heard on the radio.
Just yell slurs at the end for no reason.
It's like, well,
Just so you know it's still us.
your pubes, but it should have been all my pubes.
it's like the first song. The mic gets dropped and then picked back up.
Yeah, pube animals.
Then run off stage.
But yeah, when you asked us to submit a few songs, that felt like just the same as working it into the set. We're like, this will mix up
Yeah.
every other thing that sort of sounds
We like to diversify our sound
Yeah.
yeah,
when given the opportunity.
hip hop loyalty.
Hip-hop loyalty.
Diversify. He caught it. I couldn't escape it.
Yeah, not much gets by me. I never miss a chance to call you a dumbass for a second. Get back
I mean,
on
that's
track.
actually would be a great name for a song, but the song's not about loyalty.
hip hop loyalty.
But hip-hop loyalty. Because people would think that it's, it's like, oh, you're writing a song about hip-hop. but
Hip hop
it's-
loyalty, and it's all about how I only listen to country and jazz.
That's it. Yeah.
Misfits.
I still throw some Misfits in there every now and then.
Yeah. How many times have you seen them?
Misfits?
Yeah.
Probably about 4. That's
Yeah.
really about it, yeah. 4 or 5.
I think I just have the one where we got the police escort to Riot Fest.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
yeah?
them 6 times, I want to say, and the last time
Oh no, that's not true.
we got to catch them on that, I mean, I guess it was years ago now, but they toured with Danzig My whole childhood, I never got to see him with Danzig, and
Yeah.
so we got to a buddy of ours. His dad is a Chicago cop, and they were headlining Riot Fest a few years ago, and he got his dad to like escort us.
We didn't have Riot Fest tickets.
He just
picked us
like
up in the squad.
he got a security guy to open one of the gates in the back.
He just drove us like
And
into.
he called me his son, and the guy let us in. It worked
dropped
like a
us off
charm.
like straight up at the back of the crowd at the main
awesome.
stage. Just
Yeah.
cops can do anything.
Got to
so.
see Rob Zombie,
That was sweet.
Deftones.
Got to see Rob
Misfits.
Zombie yell at the crowd for having their phones out.
Yeah.
It's
We,
like I
we
get
just
it.
are doing what you wanted to do anyway. I'm directing my
Yeah,
own little
I'm a
movie
filmmaker.
here. You don't even want to do music, asshole. I don't believe that, by the way. I wanted to say that earlier. I'm not buying that. Oh, I wanted to make movies, so I formed White Zombie so I can make movies.
Yeah, I don't really buy
No, you
that
didn't.
either.
I don't think
No,
that's what
he's
he
You wanted
tried
to
said.
do both.
That's not what he.
Well,
I got to speak
I'm-
up for my boy Rob, dude. That's not what I said.
I'm
and
declaring
you
what you
misheard
meant.
me paraphrasing his quote. If that's what you heard. No, it's much easier to make music than it is to make a movie. I think that's the baseline
Every segment
that I agree with.
of the YouTubes, that go up, it's like that we put them up in different segments instead of one long show.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we'll, give it a description and a header. And so the header is definitely going to be like Palmer Square's Rob Zombie oriented. I don't know what we're
Palmer
going to.
Squares destroy Rob.
Yeah, that's
Make sure destroy is in all caps.
Yeah.
Palmer Squares obliterate.
and then walk it
Thunder
back.
Drops the ball.
Acumental leaves the band when
Zombie.
Term insults Rob Zombie.
They zombied Rob Zombie.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming with Alice Cooper and Ministry.
Damn, Alice
I was about to say,
still performing.
how old is this man?
Alice Cooper has to be like Joe Biden's age, right?
I don't know, but Alice Cooper is potentially
It's my president.
Vinyl Voice's guest,
Yeah.
apparently, because
He was elected.
Dan, the tour driver for Escape from Zoo, says he knows Alice Cooper.
Well, we're not worthy.
We're gonna slip you.
We're not worthy.
We're gonna give you one of our albums. You can slip him when he's here. Be like, check these guys out. You're gonna love it.
It's pronounced Milwaukee.
Now the movie references are great.
Yeah.
I do a lot of them, and it just in my house it just goes over everybody's heads.
Since we're talking about horror movies and we got a band here, I really want to. Green Room, is that really a horror movie? Is there anything really actually scary about it?
I'll count it. I mean, I guess you could also call it a thriller or whatever. But
But it's classified
yeah, not
under
every.
the horror.
There's enough murder to facilitate the horror title. I
Never
feel
watched
like.
it.
Yeah, but it's like you don't call Goodfellas a horror movie.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah, and Green Room is like the Goodfellas of the horror genre.
It's like it's an interesting question. I loved that movie. I thought it was fantastic.
I liked it.
But yeah, it's some movies what only categorizes it as horror is that there's violence, but there's many crime movies with violence that aren't categorized
It's
as
like
horror. There's nothing supernatural. There is no slasher. Yeah, it's just some guys who get into
I think
some
people get
beef.
stabbed. I think there's stabbings that occur.
Yeah, but it's not like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
It's a Nazi guy.
But I've seen
who's
so
gonna
many
be-
horror
it's
movies
just
where
like
and not
or-
everybody is some slow-moving masked man in the woods.
Nazi
where it
punks
is,
versus not Nazi punks.
yeah, they're like, remember, what's his name? Kevin Smith made that Red State movie.
Yes.
That was labeled as horror. It was just really unsettling.
It's just
sometimes really unsettling. They call it horror
unhinged
because more than
evangelical
drama.
Christians killing people.
Yeah, enough murder to facilitate the title. Like I said.
Yeah. I mean, it was probably horror for somebody, but like in reality, it's like it's not really
Right. There's
horror.
movies that are just like unsettling and disturbing more than they are horrific or slashers or anything. But that the title fits well enough to me. It's a decent question, but I've seen that movie probably 3 times and I've never once thought like, I don't think that's fair. It's called as horror. No. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they I think they didn't kill the dog, right? Or did that dog die? That Rottweiler? I think that dog
I
might have got
mean,
a shotgun blast.
If the dog dies, and then like everybody that ruins the whole movie.
For sure.
Clearly horror at that
Dog
Yeah.
I think it might have
for
lived.
sure dies.
think it-
Can we get a Google check?
$5.
Dog lives. We won't figure this out ever, but If somebody
The
does,
bet's
there's
on,
5
though.
on the line.
The bet's on.
I just watched the movie Suburbia from like 1984 by Penelope Spheres.
Yeah.
Also, she directed Wayne's World, I do believe. But that's kind of like, it reminded me of Green Room. That's what it's called, right? But it's punks versus rednecks. Really.
I forgot there's a whole website called Does the Dog Die, where people who they're triggered, you can look up in advance. The dog gets shot with the buckshot and is probably lethally wounded. It does not,
Probably
however, die within the
lethally
time frame of the
wounded.
movie and is still alive by the ending scene. I told you, because I remember I was watching that.
Yeah, but it
with a
goes
chick.
on to die.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually.
As does
After the
every
movie,
character
the
in
$5 bet was Does the Dog Die in the movie? You owe me 5, so called it. I remember it being an issue, and it's like, oh, that they shot the dog, and then at the end, all the people are dead, and the dog walks away. Spoiler alert. So you owe me $5 is the point.
I really want to watch this movie now.
Yeah, you know how it ends.
I know this movie.
I won't remember. It'll be okay.
It was one of who's that guy who killed himself with the mailbox?
Anton Yeltsin.
One of Anton Yeltsin's best final works, if you ask me.
So he got out of his car and then went down the driveway to check the mail. And when he got to the mailbox, he turned his car. It was actually like whatever kind of car it was. They recalled a bunch of them because the park.
Yeah, that
Didn't
probably.
work.
Parking brake.
So
did
when he
it?
one
went to
had to do
check
with
the
the other.
mail, it started rolling. And by the time he got to the mailbox, he like turned around and the
He
fucking
got pinned
car
like
hit him.
Mel Gibson's wife.
Fucking
in
tragic.
Signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it would have ran over a dog, you know how much worse that would have been?
For sure. My heart would have actually broken for that. dog.
Yes. I mean, I'll be sad about that one.
Yeah, you owe me $5.
Okay, so the
I
header,
know.
the header for the segment,
Get your $5.
Okay, cool.
the header for the segment just stole.
Term owes
John-
act
Does the dog die?
please. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, if you put the header on there, Vinyl Voices, Does a Dog Die? 8 million views.
Yeah.
Final voices: Palmer Squares kill dog.
Kills dog. And famous actor.
Oh my. Well, it's the fourth segment.
Well,
Yeah, you said we were gonna go off the rails, and god damn it, you were right.
Nah, it was a pubes versus.
yeah, I mean, they
could
kind of
have
went a
omitted
little
some of the pubes
different
and
ways than some other
fingerboarding,
times. But, no, I mean, if we started really getting into, like,
classy.
Yes.
Okay.
like film and all this stuff, start talking about, like, horror porn or something like that, then that kind of really derails.
Let's watch some porn and decide if the horror title is a fitting label.
I think that's a fifth segment.
Ugh.
Hell yeah.
No, but appreciate you guys coming and hanging out.
We appreciate you guys.
It's been a
having
lot of
us.
fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Still have to go do a whole show and everything.
I know.
Yeah.
Time is
Hey.
running away.
You have to, do a slight performance for a big performance.
Yeah, we're going to phone it in for sure. We're going to give him a revised effort. No, it's going to be fun. We're glad to be on the road with Escape from the Zoo. Literally show number 2 tonight out of a month-long run. So
Yeah.
we're just getting started.
Well, along with John, we appreciate you very much being.
Back at you. Thanks for the hospitality.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
We're rolling through town. We should do it again.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, look forward to checking you guys out when we come back in later this year, as you mentioned earlier. Tours, man, they've got to be a good time.
It's nice when you look at your website and there's bookings on it, as opposed to not. So you look at like, wow,
Bottom
we have
line.
like 30 shows in the future. We know that right now.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Vinyl Voices Radio here on ESPN, and we'll talk to everybody next week.
You just looking for a piece of mind, and you don't know who you should be sometime.